Happy Transformer Tuesdays, my friends. Today we're looking at this really awesome Shadow Panther figure. This is a repaint of the Kingdom Cgeetor, and it is a reference to a really awesome Japanese exclusive repaint of the original Beast Wars Cgeetor, which was also named Shadow Panther and had this exact same color scheme, including the weirdly out of place yellow, which is a little bit odd but gives all the color a bit more pop. And man, this is such a good looking figure. It's a great sculpt already, and this paint job really makes everything pop. I love the inclusion of this tiny purple Predacon symbol there, looking really cool. The red eyes really shining on that beast head there. The yellows on the shoulders there just give it a bit more depth. We get that in the joints and on the head here too. We have a new head sculpt, and this is emulating the original mutant head on the original Beast Wars figures there, and that's what the Shadow Panther figure used too. So that is really cool. I dig this, and it's a cheap, affordable way to get a Japanese exclusive. And talk about cheap and affordable, I got this guy at a Macy's for like $7 a year or so ago. What a deal. So fun. Great articulation all over with the shoulder. You can do all sorts, just spinning it around. Like, you can go right up here, up there to do a lot of stuff. You got that elbow joint, and because of the transformation, you can move the wrist there too. So that's really cool. You can spin around at the waist. You got all sorts of head movement. Your legs can go all out like that, up and down. You got a knee joint there. You got ankles going there with a pivot. Like, you can do a lot with this guy. You got this cool tail weapon, which is reminiscent of the Transmetal Cgeetor tail weapon, which is why they gave the Kingdom figure this weapon. But it's a shame we don't get either of the original guns that the original Cgeetor figure had. The gut gun or the tail sniper gun would have been cool. Really disappointing, but the Cgeetor didn't get that, and neither does he. But this weapon works a lot better for him than it does the Season 1 style Cgeetor, I think. So very cool. I can dig it. This guy's a lot of fun. He looks good. We looked at the articulation. Let's look at his beast mode. So let's transform the fella, huh? One of the things we're going to want to do right quick is you're just going to want to spin the arms around like that. We're pretty much just getting the wrists backwards, priming that. But let's do the legs. This is pretty fun. We're pretty much just going to pull the beast legs out there a little bit, and then we're going to push these all the way back and kind of click them in. You'll see it. See how it kind of clicks? So just pull that back and do the same over here. Just push that in, kind of click, and pull that back, and we're pretty much done. There's a little bit of silver sticking out on the back there, but what are you going to do? There's always going to be a little bit of kibble. So let's just lift the arms up to get them out of the way for this bit right here. Make sure we straighten out the waist, and we're going to pull these panels back, and they're just going to kind of space in there, and you'll see they'll just get kind of flush. And these legs back here are just sort of doing whatever you want, but I kind of like to push them out of the way there so you can get a good look at how those look flush together. And now we're well, this is kind of fun. We're gonna spin this around here, and you'll see how the arm's gonna kind of see how these notches are just gonna kind of work together. There we go. And we're gonna get in place like that, and do the same for this one over here. Get that kind of locked in. Now you're going to kind of flip the head around like this here. And we're going to, let's push this back, and we're just going to kind of lift this up because this is pegged into the open mouth of the beast head. So we're lifting that up, and this is just going to kind of lock into place and slide over the robot head. And then you can kind of close the beast mouth there a little bit. And we're pretty much just going to be shutting this whole contraption closed together. And see that how that kind of flopped a little bit there. But this is all just going to kind of click together in place. And it's a little fidgety. It's a little fidgety. See, I didn't get something quite aligned there. That's going to be a pain. Let's hold on. Hold on. Okay, well, I'm not going to force you to watch me do this, so I'm just going to pause. Okay, there we go. That took me about 30 seconds there, but we're flush there now. So we're pretty much just gonna bend the legs down like that there, and oh hey, wait, where's the butt? Here it is. So you're just taking the end of that tail and plugging it into that hole there. There we go, and then you can kind of push those legs up. Get these feetsies out there. There we go. It's a good looking Shadow Panther. You get a little bit of that robot kibble sticking out. What can you do? Not a whole lot. It's just going to be there no matter what. And that's the one negative thing about that really cool yellow color scheme there is you get little bits popping out in this beast mode too. So if they did change that yellow plastic to being black as well, it would give him a little bit less color in the robot mode, but the beast mode would look totally organic except for the silver bits, which is just going to be an impossibility to get rid of. But you got some articulation here up in this joint, at this elbow joint and the paw joint there, just up and down though. However, this one, because of the transformation in that ball joint, you can see how that works. We can spin all the way around and get this weird like sticking out sort of thing, which I guess you can do some with, but is really funny. So you can get some good looking poses though. Like look at him, it's like he's pouncing up. That's pretty cool. This guy looks fun. I dig him. And again, it's because of the transformation, but you can open up the mouth there, and that looks good. There's a decent sculpting in there. You get some teeth and a tongue, but no paint whatsoever. The only paint we got on him are those red eyes. Everything else in his beast mode is black except for those red eyes. And any other color like that yellow and the silver is just incidental, popping out from his robot mode. But yeah, really cool. I dig him. Let's transform him back into the robot mode, because that's where the real fun is. But yeah, get you a good both-way transformation. So we can kind of just pop those legs out a little and just yank that out, set it to the side. Let's take care of these legs, straighten them out. Gonna just fold that up a little and bring down the ankles and then continue to push those back. And there we go. Those legs are finished. Let's just kind of push these to the side. And what we're pretty much going to do is split this open. And just push everything back. Open that up too. Then we're just going to open up the mouth all the way, and this is going to peg right into that as we fold this down, and it just clicks in there nice and solid. And I like that it kind of makes it look like its mouth is still open, but the mouth is or the mouth is closed, but the mouth's open there, and that's just a connector piece. It looks real good. And then we're just going to kind of flip the head around. And I mean, we're pretty much almost there. Now we're just pushing these bits right in and locking and closing that into place. Bend the arms out. Spin the wrists. And then fiddle with those back legs however you see fit. And you're good to go. You're in attack mode right there. Very cool. This guy's rad. I dig him a lot. I give this a solid 10 out of 10 lawn flamingos. This guy is radical. I can only see 2 negatives to this figure, and they're very subjective. Those could be not liking the yellow, which is fair because it's a little bit out of place with the rest of the color scheme. But also, this is a like 1-for-1 on the color and just reproducing the original Shadow Panther figure from back in the day, which to my knowledge was a Japanese exclusive, not even available here. So like now we can have it. So I think that's totally cool. The other thing I can see someone not liking is the tail weapon and him not having any of the original guns. But again, this is also just a straight up repaint of the Kingdom Cgeetor, which had the tail weapon and none of those cool guns. So what are you going to do? But as just a repaint of the Kingdom figure, this is awesome. Like, I love it. I would say I like it better than the Cgeetor itself. This figure is so cool. All the color looks really good. I mean, that Predacon symbol right there, the red on the eyes. I love this new head sculpt. Everything about this figure is just so cool, and it just bumps up everything good going on with the regular Cgeetor figure up to 11. This guy gets my highest praise and is so much fun. So pick him up if you can, and he's still available. I got him for a steep discount at a retail shop that was doing sales. But like, if you get this guy at regular price, I'd say he's worth it. This is a phenomenal figure. So yeah, check it out, and thanks for watching.